James's 21st birthday. He was an old guy. I was 18 years old when I was there in Vietnam fighting for my life, man. And James, who came from Alabama, he was the best map and compass man that we had in the platoon. They would literally call him up, and I was part of his fire team and squad. So when they called him up, we would all go up, move up with him. And the captain would say, "James, where are we at, man?" And say, "Well, Captain, and he'd say, "Well, what do you think, James? How do you think we should go?" "Well, I think that if we went this way, blah, blah," So he was respected by the captain. It happens to be my squad leader's birthday, James Murner from Alabama. James. He says, we call him over, "Hey, James, man, come on. We got a little pound cake out of the sea rations, and we melted some cocoa and put it on top as a chocolate frosting and put a candle on. Someone had a candle, put it in there, and called James over. We're all sitting around singing happy birthday to him. And just before, I always imagine in my mind, they're out there watching us, you see, and they see us doing this little bit. They say, wait till he blows out the candle, okay, and so we're just getting ready, and James blows out the candle when the first rocket rounds start coming in. After 44 years of not knowing anybody, I'm in Washington, D.C., and I'm at the 9th Marines reunion, and I walked around and I talked to people and I asked people, and there's nobody I knew, and I thought to myself, man, So I'm getting ready to leave, and this gunnery sergeant, that's a sergeant with 2 stripes down here, he says, "Hey man, who you with?" And I said, "Hotel company, 2-9. He said, "Yeah, but what platoon?" "First platoon, first squad." He said, "Oh, you was with Murner's boys." And I it was like, this man knows Murner. This man knows Murner. I said, "Hey Gunny, you know Murner?" He said, "Yeah, I know Murner." He said, I said, "Do you know what happened to him, Gunny? Did he make it out alive or not?" He said, "Yeah, man, he's here today." Oh my God. These chills just went through my whole body. I turned around in the reception room and yelled at the top of my lungs, "James Murner, are you in the room?" People all turned around and looked at me. There was another conference room. I went in there and I yelled. I went down to the desk at the hotel. I asked them, "Do you have a James Murner registered here?" They said no. I went to the bar. Every Marine I saw after that, "Excuse me, my brother, what's your name?" And I said, "Oh man, I can't believe it. I missed him. The next day was the laying of the wreath at Arlington National Cemetery. And that morning before I left to the laying of the wreath, I went by that room, and there's this old man standing there with his son. And they're looking at the book and they're talking, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, what's your name?" He said, "James Murner." When he said it, man, it sent chills through me. That voice, that sound, that's James Murner, man. I said, "James, I was in your squad in Vietnam. You're my platoon leader." He said, "I was. What's your name?" I said, "Larry Lopez." He said, "I don't remember you." He said, "But I did 3 tours in Vietnam." And I said, "Well, our squad was Marks, Miller, Camacho, Ramirez, Rodriguez, Doc Fitzgerald." He said, "Oh, you was there my first tour when we was in the shit almost every day." He said, "After that, my second and third tour," he said, "the boys would be complaining," and he'd say, and I'd tell them, "You guys ain't got nothing to complain about." He said, "The first tour, we was in the shit almost every day." I said, "Yeah." And then I said, like he said he didn't remember me. I said, "James, what were we doing that morning?" I said, "When's your birthday?" He said, "Oh, July 29th. I said, "Yeah." I said, "The day we were hit." He said, "Yeah." I said, "What were we doing before we got hit?" He said, "I don't remember." I said, "We were singing happy birthday to you. We had a little pound cake. He said, I'll be damned. That's right, huh? We were singing happy birthday. I said, yes, we were. After that, I stay in touch with Jim.